In the heart of 14th century West Africa, there lived a man whose wealth was so vast, so unimaginable, it sparked awe across continents. His name was Mansa Musa. But who was this king, and how did he amass such unimaginable riches? Let's step back in time to understand how Mansa Musa became a legend. Mansa Musa was born in the early 14th century, around 1280, in the heart of the Mali Empire, one of the largest and most prosperous empires in Africa. The Mali Empire was known for its rich resources, vast trade routes, and a society deeply rooted in tradition, culture, and knowledge. The empire was positioned strategically, stretching across modern-day Mali, Mauritania, Senegal, and beyond. Mali was rich in gold and salt, two commodities that fueled global trade for centuries. But it wasn't just gold that made Mali famous. It was the brilliance of its leaders, and none more so than Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa's rise to power was shaped by a unique set of circumstances. He was not born as the direct heir to the throne. Instead, he was appointed regent under the rule of his cousin, King Abubakar II. But destiny had different plans. In 1312, after his cousin embarked on an ill-fated voyage across the Atlantic Ocean to explore the unknown, Mansa Musa ascended the throne. At the time, the Mali Empire was one of the wealthiest kingdoms in the world. The region was sitting on enormous reserves of gold, accounting for nearly half of the Old World's supply. Gold from Mali was traded with the Mediterranean, the Middle East, and even parts of Europe. But the real treasure was not just in the gold. Mansa Musa controlled salt mines, another vital resource in the ancient world, used to preserve food and enhance trade. Mansa Musa's wealth became world-renowned after his legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324. The Hajj, a sacred journey every Muslim is encouraged to make, was a display of his wealth that stunned the world. Imagine this: a procession of thousands of people, soldiers, servants, scholars, and merchants, and with them, a staggering amount of gold. Mansa Musa is said to have brought so much gold that it disrupted the economies of entire regions. When he passed through Egypt, he gave away so much gold to the poor that it caused inflation for years. The effects of Mansa Musa's generosity and his extravagant display were felt far and wide. The currency in Egypt and beyond devalued because of the sheer amount of gold he distributed. By the time Mansa Musa returned to Mali, his fame had spread far and wide. But it wasn't just his wealth that made him a great ruler. It was his commitment to knowledge, culture, and the future of his empire. Mansa Musa was not just a ruler of wealth. He understood that true power lay in knowledge. During his reign, he focused on making Timbuktu one of the greatest intellectual centers of the medieval world. He built mosques, libraries, and schools, attracting scholars from all corners of the Islamic world. Timbuktu became a beacon of learning, attracting scholars, poets, and thinkers. Mansa Musa's legacy was cemented not just in gold, but in the flourishing of arts, science, and education. His support for scholars led to an era of intellectual prosperity. Mansa Musa passed away in 1337, but his legacy endures. His reign marked the height of the Mali Empire, and his influence spread far beyond his lifetime. While the world has changed, the story of Mansa Musa remains a reminder that true wealth is not just measured in gold, but in knowledge, culture, and the betterment of society. Mansa Musa may have been the richest man who ever lived, but it was his wisdom, vision, and generosity that transformed him into a legend. The tale of Mansa Musa continues to inspire us all, a story not just of wealth, but of leadership, legacy, and a lasting impact on the world.